Good morning, everyone. Before we start off our meeting, am I audible on your end?
Yes, Miss Villahermosa, you're audible and clear on our end.
Okay, before we start our discussion, let me introduce our distinguished members, Miss Arcayan, Miss Leona, Miss Pusod, Mr. Retardo, and myself, Miss Villahermosa. Thank you for joining today's meeting. In this presentation, we will explore how different types of media, news, entertainment, and social media reflect and influence culture within a specific region of the world. Our group chose to focus on Asia, specifically Southeast Asia, a region known for its rich cultural diversity, encompassing countries like Thailand, Myanmar, the Philippines, Indonesia, Vietnam, and many more. Through this activity, we aim to showcase our understanding how media content reflects cultural values, represents social groups, adapts to global trend, and is perceived by the different audience. We will be analyzing three media examples: a news article about a recent earthquake that affected Myanmar and Thailand, a popular Filipino historical fantasy TV series, Maria Clara at Ibarra, and a viral TikTok trend called the Asoka makeup trend, which has recently gained traction across the region.
Okay, so to give structure to our discussion, we'll be analyzing each piece of media content using four key lenses. So first, cultural context. We'll explore how the media reflects the region's traditions, social norms, and values. Second, media representation. We look at how gender, ethnicity, and social economic groups are portrayed. Third, global influence. We'll identify signs of international trends or cultural blending in the content. And lastly, audience perception. And finally, we'll consider who the media is meant for and how different audiences might interpret it. And now, let's begin with our first media content, a news article covering the recent earthquake that hit Myanmar and Thailand. Anyone have the honor to give a comprehensive discussion about it? Okay, so we'll have Adrian.
So, when we talk about cultural context, the recent earthquake in Myanmar, rather, and Thailand has deeply impacted the region's social and cultural fabric. In Mandalay, Myanmar, the destruction of historic monasteries amid ongoing political unrest was a devastating cultural loss. In Thailand, urban disruptions in cities like Bangkok exposed vulnerabilities in infrastructure. Media representation also stood out to me. News outlets across the globe have reported the widespread destruction of infrastructures and homes, emphasizing the disaster's impact on an already fragile nation facing civil unrest and economic instability. It also shed light on the vulnerable conditions many Myanmar citizens were living in even before the tragedy. Take a look at these pictures. International media coverage has emphasized both the urgent relief efforts and the geopolitical implications of the earthquake. The disaster has sparked renewed diplomatic engagement, with Malaysian Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim planning talks with Myanmar junta leader in Bangkok to discuss potential ceasefire and facilitate aid delivery. Reports are also highlighted the difficulties of delivering aid in conflict-torn Myanmar, where poor coordination and insecurity pose major challenges. In contrast, Thailand is portrayed as a central player in regional relief efforts. The Thai Foreign Ministry has called for global support, positioning Thailand as a stable force for humanitarian coordination in a crisis-prone region. Global influence was definitely present too. The 7.7 magnitude earthquake in central Myanmar in 2025 over 3 killed over 3,600 people and displaced tens of thousands. It also impacted neighboring Thailand, disrupting infrastructure and markets. The disaster intensified Myanmar's humanitarian crisis and drew international aid from the UN, regional governments, and global powers. And when we look at the audience reception, the 7.7 magnitude earthquake felt across Thailand triggered mixed reactions in both countries. In Myanmar, It worsened an already dire humanitarian crisis, with internet shutdowns by the military junta hampering relief and communication. In Thailand, panic spread in Bangkok as buildings swayed, rooftop pools overflowed, and a 30-story construction site collapsed, prompting a disaster zone declaration. While international audiences may see it as another natural disaster, for locals, the impact is deeply personal and emotional.
Thank you for that comprehensive discussion about the recent Myanmar Thailand earthquake, Ms. Arcayan. I'll take us to our second media content, the Filipino TV series Maria Clara at Ibarra. Can anyone share their insights about this TV show? Yes, Miss Pusod?
So when we talk about cultural context, Maria Clara at Ibarra is a modern TV adaptation of Jose Rizal's novels that sparked Filipino nationalism during Spanish colonial rule. The show honors Rizal's legacy while making historical struggles like classism, gender inequality, and religious abuse relatable to today's viewers, especially the youth. Through Clyde's modern perspective, it bridges the past and present, encouraging reflection on Filipino identity, progress, and ongoing challenges more than just retelling. The series serves as a cultural commentary that highlights the importance of historical awareness and national resilience. If you look into the slideshow, it shows us some of the clips from the TV show. So, for media representation, Maria Clara at Ibarra has earned widespread praise for creatively blending historical fiction with a modern twist, making Jose Rizal's Noli Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo more accessible to Gen Z audiences. So the series stands out for its high production quality, accurate period costumes, and a script that bridges past and present values. So media reviews have highlighted its role in reviving interest in Filipino heritage, while its success on Netflix Philippines with over 22 million viewing hours shows its strong audience impact. Lead actress Barbie Forteza's award-winning performance adds to the show's critical and popular acclaim. On global influence, Maria Clara at Ibarra has garnered significant global attention, particularly among Filipino audiences worldwide. Premiering in October 2022 on GMA Telebabad, the show combines elements of history, romance, and fantasy, offering a modern reimagining of Jose Rizal's seminal novels Noli Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo. The narrative follows Cly, a Gen Z nursing student who, after failing her Rizal studies class, is mysteriously transported into the world of Rizal's 19th century Philippines, immersing her in the lives of iconic characters like Maria Clara and Crisostomo Ibarra. And when we talk about audience reception, Maria Clara at Ibarra has captured global audiences with its compelling mix of education and entertainment, reigniting interest in Filipino history during the Spanish colonial era, praised for its production quality, cinematography, costume design, and powerful performances. Its international success highlights a growing appreciation for Filipino heritage and marks a milestone for the country's presence in global entertainment.
Thank you for giving such insights regarding on the TV show Maria Clara at Ibarra, Miss Pusod. For our next topic, the Ahsoka makeup trend that recently went viral on TikTok. Can I hear a discussion from any of you? Yes, Miss Leona.
Starting with the cultural context, the Ahsoka makeup trend blends cultural appreciation with modern creativity, drawing inspiration from the 2001 Bollywood film Ahsoka. The popular on platforms like TikTok, it features India bridal makeup, bold eyes, vibrant colors, and traditional jewelry. Set the song San Sanana, creators worldwide have embraced the trend, adding personal touches like Filipiniana attire, turning it into a platform for cross-cultural exchange. In terms of media presentation, the Asaka makeup trend features creators, women, and men dressing in royal historical attire, blending in beauty, fashion, and gender expression. It celebrates ethnic diversity with Southeast Asian creators adding personal cultural twists. This global movement has sparked conversations about cultural appreciation and showcased South Asian beauty traditions to a wider audience. So let me show you a compilation of how some of the content creators who joined the trend. So here, the trend rise sparked debate over cultural appreciation versus appropriation. While many celebrate it as honoring Indian heritage, others worry about misrepresentation or commodification. These discussions highlighted need for respectful and authentic engagement with cultural elements. Next, global influence. Definitely. The Soca makeup trend blends global TikTok influences with Indian aesthetics, captivating creators worldwide, especially in Philippines. Filipino content creators like Lenny Aikaido, Krizata, and Ivan Alawi have popularized the trend with dramatic transitions and traditional attire adding a cinematic touch. Ivana even incorporated Filipino garments highlighting cultural fusion. The trend celebrates cultural appreciation, introducing global audiences to Indian bridal traditions while fostering respect for South Asian culture through social media creativity. And lastly, for audience reception, TikTok users, particularly those interested in historical and cinematic makeup, have embraced and creatively adapt the style. The trend has sparked positive reception with discussions on its cultural influence and lasting impact on fashion. It appeals to a diverse audience from makeup enthusiasts to fans of the films, blending beauty and history in a modern, timeless way. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Miss Leona. So after analyzing all three types of media, a news article, a TV show, and a viral TikTok trend, it's clear that Southeast Asian media reflects a strong sense of identity, even while being influenced by global trends.
So whether it's real-world events, historical fiction, or viral content, media helps shape how we see ourselves and how others see us.
Can you give us your overall insights, Mr. Ritardo, based on what we have shared and discussed?
Yes, definitely. In terms of differences and similarities, the Myanmar Thailand earthquake, Maria Clara Tibara, and the Ahsoka makeup trend all reflect the intersection of culture, media, and global influence. Each is rooted in distinct cultural elements, Buddhist heritage, Filipino colonial history, and even Indian bridal aesthetics. Media representation spans from news coverage of humanitarian crisis to scripted entertainment and viral social media trends. Despite their differences in format and tone, all three have gained global attention, international aid for the earthquake, streaming success for the TV series, and viral popularity for the makeup trend.
Yes, and apart from that, the media in sharing and reflecting cultural identity portrays cultural traditions, values, and societal norms, helping communities see themselves and their heritage represented. It influences cultural identity by introducing new ideas, trends, and narratives. For example, films and TV shows can challenge stereotypes or reinforce them, shaping how cultures are perceived both internally and externally. Lastly, for the role of globalization in media content, media globalization facilitates the sharing of cultural products like films, music, and literature, fostering cross-cultural understanding. Lastly, global media corporations and advancement in technology have made it easier to distribute content worldwide.
This meeting really reminded us how powerful media is, not just in telling stories, but in shaping identities and connecting people across cultures.
Thank you so much for doing this online meeting. We appreciate your time and we hope it sparked some new thoughts about how we consume and contribute to media in today's globalized world.
Stay safe, stay curious, everyone. See you in our next online meeting. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.